Did you know you can use Chalkology paste on cardstock? Today I'll show you how to make a card using the Happy Birthday Cupcake Transfer, Storm and Couture Teal paste, the small vertical squeegee that goes in our 2 and 3-ounce jars, and the multi-tool. The multi-tool is great for small transfers and to make sure your jars are clean. Let's start by cutting the transfer on these white lines, which are printed on all transfers. We can remove everything out of the way and work on the white piece of cardstock. I'll take the lids off the Chalkology paste to get it ready and make sure we have a good consistency. Your Chalkology paste should be the consistency of yogurt. If it's a little dry, add some water, mix it up, and you should be good to go. Now, because we're using this on cardstock, we want to make sure that our transfer does not rip the cardstock paper. So I will fuzz my transfers by simply putting them on a clean towel. This will make the transfer less sticky and it will not tear your cardstock when you lift the transfer after applying your Chalkology paste. The Happy Birthday Cupcake does come with some other elements like stars, confetti, and hearts, but we're not going to use those for this project. The cardstock is a 100-pound Bristol Smooth cardstock. Start with the base of the cupcake liner. Make sure you get it on your cardstock nice and secure, and we'll start with the Storm Chalkology paste. Using the multi-tool, we'll add an ample amount, and using the small vertical squeegee, remove any excess and put back into the jar. Here comes the moment. Ta-da! I love the look of this. Now, because this is on cardstock, we want to make sure this is nice and dry before we start with the top of the cupcake. The top of the cupcake lines perfectly up with the liner, so you want to make sure that when you lift the top of the cupcake, it does not tear any of your Chalkology paste up. We're going to line this perfectly with the bottom of the liner. You'll see where the indentations are and how this perfectly lines up right on that transfer. Take your time on the placement and make sure it lines up perfectly. Let's take a closer look to see how it lines up. Perfect. Now what we can do is add our Chalkology paste. I'm going to be using the Couture Teal Chalkology paste. Like before, we'll apply an ample amount all over the transfer and then squeegee any remaining Chalkology paste off of the transfer and put it back into our jar for further use in the future. Remove our transfer and ta-da! I love it. It's beautiful. And this is on cardstock. How amazing. Using our hairdryer, we'll make sure this entire card is dry. We'll set that off to the side and build our card. This card is A2 size, so 5.5 by 4.25. And with our amazing palette of colors, you should be able to match any of the cardstock in your stash. We build the card by placing a pattern piece and then follow it up with a nice gray piece of cardstock that matches the Storm Chalkology paste. Now all we have to do is attach the Happy Birthday Cupcake on the top layer. This gives it a nice outline of that gray and then the plaid underneath. We're just using regular adhesive and making sure it is perfectly centered. And there you have it, a perfect birthday card to give to anyone, and it will wow audiences. So remember, in the future, Chalkology paste is not just for chalkboards. You can use it on cardstock. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye.